Good evening everybody. Welcome to my Sunday night stream. Slightly later than planned, but Sunday it is still. Sat aboard our Brutosaur mount. I hope everybody has had a lovely weekend. Just enjoying the sights of Drustvar at the moment. Good evening Ollie, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. I hope you've had a good weekend so far. Let's get the interface back on. Hold on, there we go. So yes, we are currently in Drustvar. I've been doing a little bit of questing over the weekend. We did a little bit of this area here, and now I've moved down to Fletcher's Hollow, which is my next area I'm thinking about. Thank you very much. So it's been interesting. I've enjoyed the zone so far with the whole witches thing going on. What we've got to do next in our objectives is do some Ravagers, I believe. Okay, no worries Ollie, family first. Have a great stream and I hope to see you again soon. Know exactly how it is. So let's have a look at what we've got. There's a fishing pool over here. Frenzied Fangtooth, that is. Let's go have a look. How much is Frenzied Fangtooth these days? Oh, need to move a little bit closer. Let's move in a little bit there. Nori, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. How have you been? How's your week been? Frenzied Fangtooth we're looking at here. Currently at 20 gold. So I might as well pick some of these up. Seems reasonable. And Pones, how are you? First time catching a stream? Well, welcome on board. Thank you very much for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. And Cryptexus, how are you? Welcome one and all. We are doing a... oh, there we go. Midnight Salmon. We're doing a spot of fishing, whilst also we're going to carry on a little bit more of our Drustvar quest line here. I want to get this done so that I can get my reputation for the last bit. Trying to goblin as always. Yep, that's true. I think we all are. To varying levels of success. I haven't, to be honest, done a great deal of late. I've got a few things in the mailbox, I think, from yesterday I haven't picked up yet. So next time I'm at a mailbox, I'll deal with those. But for the moment, we're going to have a look and see if we can carry on with Grotesque Butcher. Let's help out with that. Oh, I need to head over this area. I had a really stressful week. Glad this week will be easier. Top it off. Pulled a muscle in your neck. Ouch. Yeah, those can be tough. I've had those myself. But glad your next week is going to be better, hopefully. There we go. Okay, that one died. I need to find one that's not going to die. Let's find some more spots over here. It's a lot busier here than it was the other day when I tried this. So the thing we want to do is charm one of these, and eventually we're going to try and control one, I believe, is the theory. Or charm one. There we go. We got one controlled. Is it following me? Or is it just going off? Okay, let's head back. Fairly new to being a goblin, still learning a lot, and failing a lot as you do. Well, exactly. It's not failing if you're learning. Watch review, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Means you barely made any money since BfA. Well, with BfA, the thing is, all the markets are changing anyway. So all the things you might be learning are always changing. There's always going to be new ones. So don't worry, we're all learning. I've certainly made a fair few investments that didn't work out. I mean, look at the price of my Midnight Salmon. It's currently at 109 gold, and my average purchase price for Midnight Salmon is currently at 321 gold. So that just goes to show I shouldn't have kept hold of it for as long as I did, really. So my price isn't really reflective of what the market's doing now. As you can see, I've got a whole load of things I need to sort out when I get to the scrapper. 2 weeks are hard to make gold for you too. Yeah, it can be, definitely. Yeah, 8.1 things are going to change, definitely. It should be interesting to see what comes through. I'm always happy to have a look and see how things go. The new... Oh, there we go. Murderous Matron Levay. Control the Dormant Ravager to defeat Matron Levay in the mine. Okay. We'll need to do that. And culling the Coven. Kill 25 of her minions. Okay. Right. Okay, it looks like we need to do the Ravager for this one. Okay. Let's have a go. Let's have a look. Dormant Ravager. What have we got attacks wise? Rusty Claws, Reaping Blades, and Bloody Leave. Okay. Let's try this. Looks quite a nice model. I like the look of this one. So we need to head on down to the mines. Let's leap our way forward. Oh, it does a little slash at the end as well. That's going to be useful. I'll take its cooldown's quite long. In we go into the mines. Looks spooky enough. There they are. Right. Okay. Let's jump in. There we go. Oh dear, these witches don't seem good. Let's just spam this, I think, at the moment. Blighted Fiend. Oh, that's a good AoE one. We'll make use of that one a bit further on. If I don't... Ooh, where are we? Let's go down the steps. There we go. That does a lot of damage. Wait for the... There we go. Well, I'm going to do quite a lot of damage here. We assume we need to get in here. Where is she? Further in. And we've got enough of them now. Probably need to do a leap at some point. Let's just run on in. There we go, do all of those. There she is. Matron Leave. 3. Hold on. 3. Bash. There we go, I think I messed that one up. AoE. Let's step back a little bit. Matron Levay. Are we doing any damage? Okay. Face my wrath. Okay, we'll try. We'll do a lot of damage actually. There we go. And she's done. Who came in? I missed everything. Zektar. Good evening, nice to catch the stream. Thank you very much for stopping by. And Vikram, how are you? And Morgan and Daniel, how are you all? Thank you all for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. We are currently just chilling out, doing a little bit of questing to get Drustvar reputation. The reputation isn't quite there yet. I've read that I need to go onto this west side, but I need to do this side first, I believe. So, doing 10% for 2 hours, but every little helps. Yes, definitely, Lilac. It's a good idea. I haven't got the rep yet, so I don't actually have the Order of the Ember's reputation yet. So I don't think these quests actually give reputation for a while. Yeah, it would be nice if you started getting it, because I'm putting all this work in already. So, it's a bit of a shame, but those are the hoops we jump through.
Right, then. Back to the fight.
I mean, I'm enjoying the storyline, that's definitely good. Deliver the letter back to Henry. Okay, so you're over there. Can we flight path this? Probably.
You mind your business, and I'll mind mine.
Let's go on over and enjoy the view. There we go. That's my drink. Once you get to Aaron's stand, you start getting rep. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it's a nice zone to go through. I like all the, like I said, the witches side of things. We're certainly gaining a few bits while we do it. What have we got fishing over here? What's that? Frenzied Fangtooth, we won't bother with that. Right, let's do the hand in. And at some point we'll find a mailbox to do a mailbox opening and check on the gold coffers. Obviously we need to check that out. And we're still here with the whole witches bit here. Well, it appears we were mistaken. There we go. Finally.
It has been determined that another witch was in fact responsible for the curse in Fletcher's
Of course,
Hollow.
it was another one. Thank you, Critoxus, very kind of you. Yeah, I am we are a Ghibli fan here. We have
Shall we, Mainlander?
we have Catbus, the plushie, on my sofa. I want to thank you for my TSM guides of massive help. Oh, I'm glad they were useful. Very glad they were useful. Okay, so Lucille, what do we have? Okay, leave Hangman's Point with Lucille.
Keep your
Okay.
sails true. That's better. Now let's...
Enemies from the woods.
Oh, enemies from the woods. Where? Oh, there they
It's
go.
an ambush! Defend the villagers!
Defend the villagers we shall. E4. One of those. One of those. Are we doing enough defending? I think we are. What else have we got to do? Oh, here's more.
Slowing them down anymore. More incoming.
Smite on that one. Actually, let's get some help coming in on this. We might as well do it all together. Get another one in. There we are. Then I can at least AoE them down whilst everyone else is helping out. And we've got our dots going and my shields going. Just make sure that everyone's red bars are going down. Get their health to 0, as they say. There we go. Another line coming in, I imagine. Let's see how this goes. Here we come. Sister Widowson. Oops, oh, that was the wrong thing. Watchful Raven. We didn't mean to do that one. There we go. There we do that, do that. Take out the leader. Okay. Let's just AoE this lot down because there's loads of things going on here. And we're not going to do... The more damage we do, the better. There's a bramble card there. Oh, this is going to hurt. Let's get one of those. Let's get one of those going. Let's heal myself a little bit. There we are. A little bit easier now. Just take a bit more damage. Get the dots going again. That way my shields will do better. Go through everyone. And put my shield back on. Everyone. Oh, there's more lots coming in. Okay, this is tricky. Let's get some more dots going down. And more healing on myself. And then we can do more AoEing. Hopefully everyone else is helping out. Not a schism. I need one of those. One of those. One of those. I actually didn't mean to levitate. I meant to do a shield. AoE. And then let's get that going. You really need to get the sister. Where is she? There she is. Get the dot on her. And then get my mind bender on you. And then we can at least do some damage. I'll focus fire on you. There we go. Then everything else will go.
Marshal, what do you know of
Oh,
this covenant?
don't forget the bramble
Tell me
card.
what's happening to our land.
It is worse than you know, my lady. This
Smite.
covenant has spread like wildfire throughout Drustvar.
There we
They've
go.
overrun much of the land past the mountains. We've only a handful left holding Aram's stand.
And my father? What is he doing to combat this incursion?
They
Where's
have
the
him,
quest line
my
gone?
lady. We're working on a way to extract him when we heard word of
There you are.
this trial.
Well then.
Oh, we're mounting
We're
out.
going to have to take the fight to the
There we go.
I think I know
Okay.
how to do just that. Greetings, Outlander.
Okay, much worse than I had thought. Coven, taken House Waycrest. Drawing their power from an ancient ruin. Right, choose your reward. 286. Only a slight increase. So nothing that's a massive increase other than... That's a two-handed staff. Could be useful. Let's take that. And High Road Pass in Drustvar. Okay, looks like we're moving on.
You and your men will travel to Aram's
Oh,
stand.
there's something else here.
I will meet you there.
Need to do that.
Do you get many travelers here?
Find Rebecca Hale. Okay, we'll do that.
I will not hear it, Marshal.
Armadax, thank you very much for the follow. Thanks ever so much for stopping by.
I hope you're right.
Right. Oh, we're going to miss that one. We're going to follow over here.
Come here.
I don't think we're going to do that side quest. Okay, let's stick with you. Here we go. High Road Pass it is. Let's go in formation until you disappear on me, and then I'll do the rest myself. There we go, they're gone. Right, let's carry on. And then I've got a feeling we can start gaining some reputation in this next section. Hopefully. Metachar, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. How's your weekend been? Hope it's all been good. We are currently just doing a little bit... Oh, now do I want to pick up a quest? I don't like to leave a quest unturned.
Don't get many travelers here.
I'll come back to that one. Just to remind myself that it's there. I'm going to move on. I'll come back to these. So doing a little bit of questing. This is going to open up my world quests, which means I can get things like my reputation all up, which is going to be useful for some of my rank 3 spells. Where are we at? Hunting grounds. Where do we need to go? Here. Across and then left. Across there should be a bridge. Ah, there it is. What's in the fishing pool? Great sea catfish. That could be useful. Let's go have a look. How much is great sea catfish at the moment? Where's me bother? There it is. Great sea catfish. It's currently at 23 gold. So we might as well pick that up. And get some midnight salmon if we're lucky. Let's have a look. It makes for a nice pause in proceedings as well. Have I checked the grilled catfish? Now, I did have some of that, I believe. I don't think it's currently a profit for me at the moment. We'll have a look at that once I've finished doing this one. Oh, it's needed for war fronts. Okay, that's... Oh yes, I did a hand in for that, the grilled catfish. Yes, I remember now. I ended up making it, so we'll hold on to this, and next time it's needed for war fronts, we'll make use of it. Let's just move that over there. We're up to 103 fishing skill, so steadily going higher. There we go. Right. Now the other thing I was going to do, which I hadn't done before, I'm not sure how useful this is, but I'm going to bring this up and run a... How low can we do this? Run a buyout sniper as we run. Oh look, Mondazzi's 1 gold 31. That's cheap. Where do we need to head actually? Let's look at the map. Yeah, we'll follow that around and then to the right. Sniping as you run. That's how it goes. It's a shame you can't move the window any further down. There we go. Dagger of the Fever Flare. That's interesting. That's a 310. Interesting. For 799. wonder how much... I sold one for 2,200. Oh yes, that was... I made a mistake with this one before. Because this is an epic, and I sold it instead of having the ignore random enchants on. Now I think someone might be doing the same here, because that dagger should go for more, but it's only a 310, so it's not exactly a massive one. So I'm going to leave that for now. Plans, we'll leave those. Let's just follow the trail on up. This is why the Brutusaw's got such a long neck, so you can still see where you're going whilst you got the sniper window open. Aha, pass. Although you miss out on the scenery a little doing this. Right, where is everyone? Here we are. Oh, am I close enough? There we are.
What is your business with House Waycrest?
Looks like we're not going to have an easy path to our destination. Okay, what have we got? Yeti to rumble and salvage rights. More resources for that one.
I'll need you to follow this one and carry the supplies they find, okay?
Okay, right. Let's go join in. Yetis and supplies. And then head on up this way, it would seem. Well, it looks like there's a bit of activity around here. So, ooh, Awakened Dead we seem to have aggroed. Apologies. Let's get them all in. There we go. See if... Actually, they seem to be hitting quite hard, so having 3 at once may have been a bad idea. So let's see how we get on. Midrak, thank you very much for the follow. I'm just shielding myself whilst making sure everyone has a dot on them. There we are. And then I'm going to try and do as much damage as I can before I reduce my own health down a little bit. Keep the shield going. Keep an eye on those dots. Get some penances going. Probably do one on myself at some point. There we go. And then last one. And done. And then, oh, there we go. In bones. Close that. Where's the supplies? And a sack of salted fish. We'll take that. Looks like we're going to work our way on up for this one. Where's the next one? Over this direction. Chilled Yetis. Where's the... oh, there it is. Hidden in the corner. Start with one. I need to get my item level up a little bit higher so I can be a bit more effective in my combat. I know I am disciplined, but we're doing okay so far. And then another supply over this way. Where is everyone? There it is. Oh, there's an Awakened Dead there as well. What else do we need to do? Oh, there's something up here. And the Chilled Yeti up here. I'll take that one. Let's do another one though. Chill Fur Yeti, not a Chilled Yeti. Got that wrong. Still need another 5 of them. Let's hand this in now, whilst we're here. And we also need, if bones could talk, we need runes intact. Their bones are covered with what looks like runes. Okay.
Hail, traveler.
So we'll do that one
The
whilst we're here.
Ride to Aram's stand, Bella.
Where's the treasure there? Runic Ward. Right, where is everyone? Let's have a look. Some Yetis over here. Let's take 2. Looks like I'll take them both down. Me and my mind bender. I need to do my power word fortitude after this. Let's get this one further down. And the next one. And eventually we should get ourselves to a mailbox, which would be nice. And then we can at least make a start on this reputation. Got another one on you there. Let's see if I can just add in some extra aggro. Smite, penance, shield. Hey, Solid Lobster, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. It's going very well, thank you very much. We are just running through some questing at the moment, whilst also working on reputation. Well, eventually, the main goal is reputation, the Order of Embers, but at the moment we have to make sure that everyone here has done their quests before we can then move on to the area that does give me the reputation. And once I've got the reputation for the Order of the Embers up to friendly, then I can do the Uniting Kultiras questline, which is going to basically open up world quests for me. Finally, after that one, but we have to go a fair way through Drustvar, it would appear, before we can get to that point. One more Yeti to go. And we also need to do some more Awakening Dead, so let's do those whilst we're at it. And hope for a nice random drop. Not that one. There we go. There's a chill fur Yeti and an Awakening Dead fighting each other. So I'll just help them out and see how we can get on with AoEing everyone down as they're in the middle of a fight amongst each other. There we go. Now I'm caught in the middle. And we should do the Yeti first, really, because you're got lower health rather. There we go. Once you're done, that's all of those, and then hopefully, if luck be with us, we'll get this one done in the same breath. No, not quite. Okay. Let's try you, sir. See if we can do that. Let's get a few smites in there. Okay, not yet. There's one around the corner here. There you are. There's my schism. There it is. And a smite. And a penance. And still nothing yet. Okay. Let's go ahead and hand that quest in, see if we can find some more Awakened Dead further up. Oh, there's another one around there. We'll avoid that. Oh, there's loads over here. Let's see if we can help out. Oh, picked up a Yeti on the way. Didn't quite mean to pull in an extra one. But I'll give you a little boost. I'll give myself a boost whilst I'm here. There we go, we've got the pristine bone as well. Fantastic. Okay, so running back to the quest line. Oh, you seem a bit low on health there. Oh, you're doing okay.
Drustvar stands
Okay,
firm.
so Yeti to Rumble, complete, and if Bones could talk, complete. Okay, so diversionary tactics. Defeat Frost Mange
Glory to House Waycrest.
in the peak. Okay, so where are you? We in the lodge? There you are. Where are you actually? Where are you? Station is costed upstairs. No, it doesn't look like much. A great deal of history hidden there. First need to deal with that massive Yeti camp just outside. Okay, so I'm taking it. There you are. You hadn't despawned, so let's deal with that first. Now we can do it. Frostmange, here we come. Takes quite a lot of hit points. Reapply my dot. Reapplied my shield. Keep on going. Down to 50%. Yeah. Down to 25%. Oh, here comes someone to help out. And done. Then inside we've got Forgotten Lodge with lots of paper.
What is your business with House Waycrest?
And find the secret passageway in the Forgotten Lodge.
Fair winds.
It's going to be under the rug.
We're here. My father used to tell me stories about this
No,
place.
in the bookcase.
It contains an ancient secret of our house.
Put on the
From
torch.
back when the Waycrests first settled this
There
land.
we go.
That's it. The way is opening. How can I help?
We can run through. That's how we can do it. Do I ever run any Mythic Plus? I did do one once.
Hail, traveller.
I did a +6. I didn't realise it was quite a +6, but I do occasionally. Once I've gotten up to that sort of level, I'd certainly be interested in doing more.
Long ago,
Oh,
when
here we go.
Kultiras was first settled, our people encountered a savage group of
But yeah, I'd like to do a little bit more PvP, a little bit more, just a bit more raiding, a bit more dungeons. I'd like to experience as much as the game as it has to offer, really. And if I can do that with fellow viewers, then that would be even better. But the main thing at the moment is to get my reputations and things up.
Wait, what was that?
Okay, what's...
Look out!
Here we go. One of those. Awaken Revenant. Shield. Do one of those. And then, oh, that doesn't appear to have any dots on it. Let's pop those back on. Oh, I'm holy locked. Interesting. There we are. Yeah, definitely worth it. Well, I'm definitely up for it, rather. Be nice to experience all the content. I mean, there's still quite a lot of stuff I haven't done yet. In the old expansions, it's like when Time Walking comes in and I'm not doing something else, I'd like to go back and do some of the Cataclysm and Pandaria ones.
The Coven's magic must be disturbing the spirits of the
There's
ancient
loads and
trust.
loads of things I need to sort of experience again, really, because I haven't, not experienced again, but experienced for the first time, because
My
I missed them.
ancestors fought against stone constructs, much like these in their war against the Drust. The Waycrests
War against the
always won
Drust,
hearty folk,
okay.
but the Drust's magic was strong. We were losing the war. In the end, it was our scholars that turned the tide.
When did I start playing? Well, right back at the beginning, through Open Beta and Vanilla. And I carried on playing all the way through Burning Crusade and Wrath of the Lich King. Okay, here we go, there's some more. And then family stuff happened. I had a family rather, and so World of Warcraft took a bit of a back burner whilst I there we go, interrupted. Whilst I did most of that, so I didn't really experience any of Cataclysm or Pandaria or Warlords of Draenor. Those all passed me by, and then it wasn't until I heard good things about Legion that I thought, okay, I'm going to give it another go, come back to it, and I haven't been regretting it since. It's, you know, it's always been a good game. I've always enjoyed it. It was mainly a case of life
Thank you, Mainlander.
giving me more
That one had me for a moment.
more things to focus on than I had time to play.
As I was saying, the tide of
Yes,
war
now that I've got the
shifted
gold
when our
making going as well,
scholars
then
began to
definitely
uncover weaknesses in the Drust's
I've
magic.
really enjoyed it so far.
They compiled what they learned into a treatise on weapons and tactics that could be used to defeat the barbarians. Armed with this knowledge, our men started driving the Drust back into their mountain holds. They kept that knowledge
Having a good
hidden
story
here,
moment here
safe
with
from unwanted
Lucille.
hands.
Give me a bit of backstory about these Drust. Oh, here we go, something up ahead. A load of boulders, it would seem.
It looks like some rubble blocks our path ahead. Can you clear the way?
Yep.
Wait, something's not right.
Now you tell me.
Mainlander, behind you!
Stone-bound Guardian. Looks nice. Let's start with this. Do that. Move out of the swirly thing. It always seems that the first 50% takes ages, and then the second 50% seems to be quicker. Hey Marsba, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Oh, let me just move out the way of this. I hope you've had a good weekend so far. We are just currently going through and doing some Drustvar questing to get ourselves up towards the Order of Embers eventually. Once I've finally defeated this thing and moved on to the area I need to get to. And a smite, that should help. There we go. Yes, you had my weekend. It's been very good actually, thank you very much. Celebrating my son's birthday as well as spending a lot of quality time with the family. Been very enjoyable.
Construct that big before. Are you all right? What am I saying? Of course you're all right.
Of course I'm all right.
It'll take more than a few stones to bring you down.
Hey Lord Lux, how are you?
Come along. The book should be in here.
Oh, here we go. We need a book, apparently.
There it is. The last resting place of the Order of Embers.
Ah, Order of Embers.
Ready
Here we
to
go.
revive ancient history.
Yep,
Greetings, Outlander.
here we go. While in Drustvar, killing an aberration, elemental, or undead grants you +1 haste. Ooh. Okay.
The Coven will. If you are prepared to
There we
follow
go.
the path of the Order, take
There we
up
go.
the book. The knowledge within.
Hey Mashi,
will
how are you?
grant
Did I do the
as well as
Arathi
our
bosses?
forces,
No, I don't think so.
opportunity
I haven't got
destroy
world
the
quests
foul
unlocked yet.
coven
Do I need to do
that
those
plagues our
first?
land.
We're still working on our way. There we go. Tome of Silver and Ash.
Hail, traveller.
Hey Creepachu, how are you? Well, we're all hoarders, if that makes any difference as a gold maker. And if it's any consolation, Awakening, my other character, was on Horde, but for my challenge for the 5 million mount I switched over to Alliance, but I will consider moving them back to Horde as well. I have no prejudices against either side. Oh, was that Reputation? Seal at Aaron Strand. There we are. Aha, wow, there we go. Order of Embers increased by 38,000. Wow, okay.
Now then, I
here we go.
We have some
Ah.
witches to kill.
There we go.
Our work
Yes,
here
I
is
didn't
done,
spot that.
Commander.
There we go.
I'll meet you at Aram's
That was all
stand.
done. Brilliant. So Uniting Kultiris is ready. So we need to head down here, ideally. Where do we need to head? Do we need to head all the way out? Is there an exit out of here? Let's have a look. Hey, Nate, how are you? Takes you the quest near the boat. Left at the port. Haven't done the mailbox yet, Mushy. We're just currently working our way. We got a bit lost there. Go this way. Working our way out of here. We could Hearthstone back actually. That might be easier. We're back to this area inside the lodge. There we go. Now here's Alpine Rise. So to get down there we need to carry on down. Oh sorry, Frostrange. We've already done you once before. We'll ignore you this time round. If we can just make our way down here, we'll do a bit of a run. And then once that's done, right, let's open this up. There we are. And let's carry on with a sniper scan as we head on down the path, avoiding things if we can. There we go. Doing alright. Went herbing earlier today. I got 2.5 stacks of one expensive herbs. 1.5k per 50 herbs. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Congratulations. I need to do the same with Awakening my my druid. Where am I headed? Let's go this way. I like the Aurora Borealis going off in the distance here. Hey Tony, how are you? You haven't watched them stream in at least a month. Yes, we did get the mount. Well, thank you ever so much, Stockmai. Good to see you again. You made about 100k with turn-ins. Oh, look at that. Ember silk cloth for 15 silver. It's not normally that cheap. Normally it's more like... well, actually, no, it used to be a lot higher than that. But I'll take some for 45 silver. Not 15. Got that wrong. And what else have we got here? Hey, Mr. Grumpy Face, thank you very much. 6 months of... it's been a while indeed. 6 months in a row. That's amazing. Well, thank you. Thank you very much for your support. That's absolutely amazing. Thank you. How have you been? Let's see some Samadan chef's hats for Mr. Grumpy Face. But 6 months. Gosh, doesn't time fly? It's amazing. Speaking of TSM, my guides, how you found me, so thanks for making it sense. Ah, excellent. Good to know. Good to know. Meanwhile, my sniper's running off here. I've got a few things. Want to have a quick look, see if there's anything that's worth looking at here. A sapphire ring that's 108, we'll ignore that. Look at the region market value on that, 29,000. That seems a bit crazy. Yep, all is going very well here. Thank you very much. We are enjoying BfA. I've certainly been enjoying it. I know a lot of people have been experiencing burnout and things, but because I've been taking my time on it, I found, you know, I'm only just 120, and I've only literally this second ago unlocked world quests. So there's absolutely loads still to do in the game for me. Ah, here we go. There's a mailbox we can do as well. So let's... well, what do we need? We need a flight path, which is to the south somewhere. Where are you? There you are. Let's pick that one up. And then we'll hand the quest in, which is over here. Blizzard must be worried. You can get a free trial of BfA. That's interesting. Well, they did do the offer of 180 days game time and give you a mount. I wonder if that was thrown in, if they got worried with dropping numbers. But they don't release the numbers, so those rumours about dropping numbers may not be true. Assist her as she studies the tome. Okay, let's just do this a little bit.
It says here that the Order used special weapons against the Trust to counter their dark magic.
Okay,
If
there we
my
go.
theory is correct, then whatever they used could
Yeah,
also
I would
be
say so,
Coven's
but
magic. Let me see if there is something
they want to do
we
as
can
much as they
try.
can, I can imagine, to encourage people to carry on playing. The thing is, for me, so long as they just keep making nice looking content, and I can find enjoyment in whatever means possible,
Much better.
then
Could you do me a favor and jot this down?
I would
My notebook
definitely say
says
they're on the right
somewhere.
track.
Okay. Rowan.
Um,
No, that doesn't grow around here.
We've got to say the numbers have dropped given how many people are streaming. It's a shame, you've played this game for over 12 years. But yeah, I certainly wouldn't give up on it yet, Mr. Grumpy Face. I've got so much still to do in the game.
I need you to find my sewing kit.
Find
It
your
should be
sewing
somewhere
kit.
in my bag over there. The tome
There it is.
mentions
I see it.
the Inquisitors of old
I feel like a
used
helper here.
weapons of silver to disrupt the magic of the Drust. If the Covenant needs
Never talked to so
similar
many people who
they
are so
may be
disillusioned
vulnerable
with
to
this.
silver as
It's
well.
only been 9 weeks. That's yeah, there does seem to be, a fair amount of people adding their voice, but I would personally add a voice counter to that to say that for me, I've thoroughly enjoyed BfA so far, but I understand that I'm not necessarily the sort of person, because of the speed at which I play, there's always something for me to do, so it's always fresh. I'm always enjoying the storyline. There's always mini goals that I've got at the moment. So for me, all those challenges are met because I've still got content ahead of me. Whereas I know a lot of people who have already gone through that content are at that point now where they're going, okay, well, what do I do now? Which is fair enough. And if it's no longer fun, then I certainly wouldn't suggest anyone play something that they don't enjoy.
How can I help?
But for me, I'll be another voice that says, well, I'm currently enjoying it very much. There we go. Sewing needle on 10, refugees revealed, 7 riches in Australia.
Keep
Okay,
your sails true.
there we go. We'll do that later.
Marshal, we may have found
And we'll
weapons
collect
to
that
use
up
to
as well.
strike up. We will need
There we go.
able-bodied soldiers to wield them.
We have many capable troops
Patch notes looking positive. At least they're listening a bit to the players. Yeah, the patch notes should be interesting. See what happens there. It's just too much random number with gear. Yeah, I have heard a lot about that, Tony. Definitely. He's going to increase the cost every time. You just remembered you've got TSM set to make a sound any time one of your auction sells, but it doesn't make the sound for some reason. You notice it doesn't always notify you in chat when your auction sells. Now with the sound thing, I'm using an add-on that's separate to TSM called I Sold More. Where is it? This one. This plays the till sound every time an auction sells. I don't know if they actually... Did they implement sound in TSM4? Because it wasn't there for a long time. Let me just put in a command for that add-on if you do want it. I sold, I believe. It should give you a link to the add-on. There you go. So that's the one for me that I use to make the till sound. Enjoy the gold making. Last night you were sitting for 4 hours just crafting items to find the Warfronts quest. Made a lot of gold. Well, there you go, see. If you're enjoying it, then carry on playing it. That's what I say. Okay, there's a mailbox here, so I think we ought to have a look at our mail. I wonder what's expired. Looks like a fair amount has expired, and we got the buys there that we just had. So what have we got? The Red Tail Loach, we did put some more on. That's expired. And we do have 2 Tome of Illusions for 5,500 each. That's quite nice. So let's pick up these. They did do it, but it appears to be broken. Okay, so I'll carry on using I Sold More then. I recommend if you do want the till sound, that's an easy way to do it. Making a vendor where you can scrap Azeroth gear and buy whatever Azeroth gear you want. Oh, that could be interesting. Like a currency. Okay. No worries, Lord Lux. Hey, Low SP, how are you? Came back to WoW 2 weeks ago. Been playing the auction house since you started watching my stream, and already got profit to buy your first token. Oh, very nice. Congratulations. That's a great start. Buying the token was my motivation for making gold as well, so I'm glad you've been able to do it. Congratulations. And right one too, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Okay, we've got some sales, so let's clear out these expires. That's a whole load of seals of versatility at a probably cheap price, I imagine. The seal must have changed in price. I imagine that's been reset higher. My night's going very well, thank you very much. We've been doing some Drustvar questing to get ourselves up to friendly, which we've done now. We just need to go and sort some things out. We've got a whole load of stuff in our bags that we need to just clear out a little bit here. Okay, so junk we can get rid of. I could use other add-ons for this, but I'm just going to click through them for my own safety sakes. And we also need to go visit the scrapper. Get to the scrapper. We need to do that, and we need to pick up our... oh, we'll do a repair whilst we're here. And pick up the last of those... oh no. Oh, where's the mailbox gone? Can't see it. Oh, every time I move, there it is. Let's get the expires. So 45,000 gold. What have we got? Elemental Force, sold a load of those. Umbra Shards, we sold those for 20. That was good, they were at a high price. So 9,500 for those. Very nice. The seal is also needed for the new war fronts. Aha, so that would explain whilst those have just gone. Lots of nice gold, definitely. So let's take that, 45,000 gold. I hear frogs, yep, that's from Drustvar. Elemental Force is a strange one. I think it's considered the best leveling enchant. It used to be Crusader for a little while, which still does sell occasionally, but the general consensus, which tends to be what drives sales, is that Elemental Force is the weapon enchant to have whilst you're leveling. So with people doing ults, it seems to be the number one thing people pick up. Now obviously they'll replace that later, and because it's consumed on the enchanting, it's one that's always going to be needed. Is one that's not included in the illusion books. Oh, interesting. That's a good idea, right on to. I didn't realise that. That's good to know. So I could have been talking rubbish, actually. Could be that. Okay, we've got some more stuff about to expire. So, selling a lot of them's always a good thing. Definitely. Let's get these off as well. I need to check my enchants. Why I'm putting them at below crafting cost. I believe I was trying to just shift them, because I made a load of them whilst leveling, and I wonder if I need to revisit that group of BfA enchants. Alright, is everything gone? No, it's still running through. Right. Take the 2-hour ones off as well. I really need to go to the scrapper to clear up my bank space as well. Here come the honourable combatants. Haven't been selling as much of the honourable combatants in a while, actually. So maybe the sales of those are slowing down. Also, it's one that can be applied to the heirlooms as well. Ah, yes, that's another good thing, isn't it? You can put it on an heirloom and then mail it to another character. That does make things easier. Galterian crafting. I've got loads of stuff here. Needs to be sorted out. Let's run through these. Take them all off. That's pretty much all my auctions, it should be.
If you find anything
And how's my
inside,
bags looking?
bring it
Pretty
to me.
full. Okay, so we need to clear out this first. So I'm going to hearthstone and go to the scrapper next, I think. So I'm going to take a quick bio break and I'll be back shortly. Get some more water as well. Right, where are we? Okay, let's have a look. Oh, lots of things going on. What we got? Always be some form of RNG. Let you choose what gear you received. You have to do nothing after like 3 weeks. Yeah, that's true. A little bit of random number. I do agree with, definitely. Mongoose and Dancing Steel 2. Aha, okay. Element seems to give Lobies a better return on damage as the others wear off. Aha. Dancing Steel is one of the ones I don't have. Mongoose I do have a few occasional sales of. So you can't expect them to remove too much of it. Yeah, that's true. Had a lucky day yesterday. Did it right? He got Skull Ripper mount. Oh, very nice. Congratulations, right on too. Yeah, I'll be on that plus Doom's toy. Finally got something very nice. You like to use Windwalk enchant whilst leveling melee. Gives you the 10% movement speed. Oh yes, an extra 10% would be useful. Can't see how people burn out. You made enough gold on your home server, decided to boost a couple of characters on a new server. It's always something to do, even if all you do is gold making. I would totally agree with that, Nate. There's always something to do in World of Warcraft. I never run out of things. Right, okay. Caught up on chat. Let's go have a look at... we were doing our mailbox. We need to do the quest hand-in for Uniting Kultiris. We'll do that in a moment, once I've just been to the scrapper. Just so that I've cleared my bank space. And then we need to post all our auctions back on. which is the most important thing. What have we got here? The wand, that's 281. And the trinket, yes, will definitely do. And the two-handed staff, that's 286. I think I will scrap that. Let's scrap them all. There we go, let's see what we get. Expulsum wise, we are currently at 16, so we'll see how things go. So what you like about the game, the diversity it offers, yeah, I totally agree with that. And it's all about finding what's fun for you and leveraging that and enjoying the game. Dylanost, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Good evening to you too. Welcome aboard. We are currently doing a whole load of scrapping. We are also going to go and do a little bit more of completion on my progression on the quest for reputation. We're going to get one of those world quest things opened up soon, so that's going to be good. I'd like to see a choice of gear with main trait selectable, but the secondary is always random number. That's an interesting idea. I like the sound of that. Going to scrap all of these and then see what we're left with. Meat wise, what have we got? Meaty haunch, stringy loins, and thick paleo steak. That doesn't seem to have much of a price on it. What do we get for these things? This is going to be interesting. Should get some expulsum for one of these. The trinket. And the rest gives us some starwood and some monolite ore, which is okay. That's at 29 gold currently. That seems quite cheap, really. Monolite ore looks like it should be more like 46 according to my server. Let's just go have a look at that whilst we're here. Choose a different trait per spec, so you don't have 3 pieces of gear for each slot. Yeah, it depends how much you swap between specs, really, isn't it? Monolite ore. Let's have a look. Let's shift click on that. Shopping first. There we go. Oh no, wrong button. There we go. Move that over. And then shift click on monolite ore that's disappeared. Where is it? There it is. Let's have a look at this. Monolite ore at 35 gold. I thought you read that paleo steak was going to be used in a new recipe for 8.1, but not 100% sure. Ooh, interesting. Might be worth holding on to some then. Good idea. Azeroth gear to Warforged and Titanfall. Let it drop from Mythic Plus and have eye level every piece of gear that you get as rewards from necessaries, world quests and such. Scale to your eye level. I'm not at that stage yet, so I'm not sure whether that'd be a good thing or not, but could be a good idea. Being a druid who needs a different trait per spec. Yeah, that's 4 bits of gear. That's a lot. Sensors, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. So we've got a couple here. Look, 56 stacks of 10 at 35 gold. That seems incredibly cheap compared to a market value of 46. But then looking at that, the region sale value is actually 31, so perhaps not. I'm not in a mind to reset that market. Although whilst I'm here, let's just have a quick look at Umbra shards, because those were doing okay last time. Let's see how things go there. Twilightning, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Love the name. They need to do something. Too many people are getting pissed off. Yes, well, I guess so. There are a lot of voices, definitely, that are annoyed with the game. But then, if you're annoyed with the game, then I would suggest try and find something that you're not annoyed by and go and do that for fun. Although, to be fair, you know, like a lot of people say, they are passionate about the game and they do want to see it succeed, so you are going to share your voice. So that's counterpoint to what I just said. The 248 for Umbra shards. That's not bad. We did manage to sell some up at this massive price up here. So if I was of a mind, I'd probably go up here at 298 to post some on. I only have 7 on me at the moment, so what we'll do is we'll post on what we've got. Where are we at? Yeah, nothing's on at the moment, so let's run a post again. Yes, I agree. There will always be an element of random number, definitely. That level of random numberness is where things are a little bit skewed at the moment, aren't they? So, feasts, normal price we can put for, that's going to be the 20, I imagine. And then something else at 2.4 with the 2.209 crafting cost. That's not going to be worth it there. What else have we got? Seal of critical strikes. Let's post these all on. Let that run through. Getting called after dinner, be back in a minute. Okay, no worries, Grivachi. Where in the world are you? That could be anywhere. You have to have those that wouldn't be happy if ethics fell from the sky. So there's that. Yeah, that is true. It all depends on, if you listen to the loudest voice, that's not necessarily the best thing. But I would certainly listen to all the voices and then make a decision myself based upon my own information.
If you find anything exotic,
Right, we need to find a mailbox. Now I know it's going to be slower here, but we'll do it for convenience's sake. Let's open up all the mail, see how things go. Hux Neighbour, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. We're just currently running through and relisting everything at the moment. Let's do a reload whilst we're here. Slower getting gear, but make it less RNG and get a choice. Yeah, it depends on how you get the gear, really. If you have to maybe you have to do things to get tokens that you can then pay for a certain item after a certain number of tokens. Something like that could work. Just chilling out before sleep? Sounds like a great plan. Likewise, we are just doing a few things here. Actually, I've got 2 honourable combatants satin pants of the Aurora there. I'm tempted to put a pair on myself. What is the honourable one? Where is it? 310. That's mittens down here. Satin pants of the Aurora. So I have one here. Haste versatility. What am I currently wearing? 281 gear. Okay. And then the other one is exactly the same. So I'm gonna stick those on actually. I think that's gonna be useful. Boosting my eye level. I know it'll get replaced fairly soon, but it's a good start. And then my navigator's leggings. Let's disenchant that. For a load of gloom dust. Might be a 365 wrist piece, but your wrist might actually be a 370, but you can't get the next PvP gear until you've gotten the 365 wrists. 355 wrists. Oh, right. Okay. You equipped 5 BoE epics that dropped below what you paid. Okay, fair enough. Do I ever get the apron? Think from where you got the cooking hat. No, I don't think I did get the apron actually. I have literally just the cooking hat. There's another thing I can get as well. Can't remember what it is. Isn't it a rolling pin or something like that somewhere?
have anything ancient
Let's run a post scan.
needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Just think how I could mog if it's allowed. Yeah, that's fair enough. I'd certainly be interested in ideas. See how it goes. Running around in full chef's gear does seem to be my my trademark at the moment, even when it comes to PvP. So here we are, culture and mining. Posting on for 158. Crafting cost of 142. But according to min buyout, we've got some at 15 gold. So I need to have a look at that. I must have something like ignore below on there, which is why it's up that high. There's no point doing that. I need to go check those. I'll need to go back and do a whole load of work on my enchants next. But first I'm going to do tailoring. It's my next purge of things. Too bad a spatula frying pan you could mock. That would be brilliant. I'd love a frying pan, especially if it had a sound effect every time I did a combat auto attack. That would just top it off perfectly. I would definitely wear that. Alright, there's 114 to go on. Let's post that lot on. There is a big fish you can mog as a weapon. Okay, that could work. That could work. Right. Is this coming on? Slowly. 72, 114. Fish in one hand, frying pan in the other. Yeah, definitely. Definitely, that's a good combo. And then you could combine the two effects with like a wet fish slap and then a dong of a frying pan. I like it.
If you find anything exciting, bring it.
What else have we got? Another load open. Then we can clean out our bags and hand in the world quest thing. So we can have a look at what we need to do world quest wise. And see how things go from there. Okay, looks like a reload is in order, so let's do that. As a game designer, you sometimes have to make choices that will displease a portion of the players, and sometimes one group likes opposite another group, and both would dislike the compromise. Yeah, that's very true, Huxtable. You can't please everyone. That is very true. And yes, you will, especially as a designer, have to make those kind of decisions. Totally understand that. And I wonder what the majority is. That would be the question. Do they have any kind of metrics on that? It'd be interesting to know. A turtle is finally going to make it to the water. Yeah, we're definitely going to have that happening. I need to get my Tortollan rep up, because these bountiful captain's feasts are nowhere near as profitable as they need to be. I mean, I'm currently going to have a look at selling just the red-tailed loach, but still, there's other things to do. That phrase has taken over from the Surima one. An illusion. What are you hiding? That one. I like that one. Bacon Bits. Love the name. Thank you very much for the follow. Welcome on board. Yeah, that is a good one. Alright, a load more coming on. Oh, I need to experience this turtle one for myself before I see what... I've seen all the memes going around, but I've never actually seen it myself happen, so I'm going to have a look at that. Hopefully once I've got World Quest unlocked. Another 82 to post on first. And then I just need to make a quick clear out of my bags. Here we go, load more to post on. Just take your headphones off when I do it. More ringers, thank you very much for the follow. welcome on board. Thank you for stopping by. I'm currently just posting on all my auctions, hoping for some more sales. Currently got, what have we got? 258 auctions, 1.7 million in worth. We only have 215,000 gold on us at the moment. So we got some more to do. Oh, we've got some things here we need to post on manually. The red tail loach we were looking at. So shopping wise, let's look at the red tail loach. Typically fan site's vocal audience is only representative of a minority of engaged players. It might be very different to the attitude of the game. A large majority of more casual players. Very true, Huxnaver. Very true. We were watching a movie earlier and there was a scene, beach and turtles will make it to the water. All we thought was the game. That's brilliant. So red tail loach is still in short supply. My average purchase price is actually 64 gold and my average sale price is 93 gold. So if I come up here at 86, which is where the last 200 is, and that's interesting, that didn't automatically go at 200 for that. Why is that? Let's have another look at that. Select that again. Ah. Are they being bought up at the moment? Let's have another look. Click that, click post. There we go. 1 of 200 maximum, that's what I was expecting to see. And then I click on that, that gives me 3. I'm going to put these on for 48 hours. Post those on. Let's rescan that because it made the sound effect twice. Just want to make sure I'm on there correctly, as I'd expect. 200 price there, so I'm the cheapest stacks of 200. Should someone want a whole load of red tail loach. Gloom dust is looking quite nice. Can we do the same with gloom dust? I do have an excess of it. I mean, the purchase price says 47, which is true for my early days of gloom dust. I probably need to reset the price on that somehow because I actually have been getting most of my gloom dust through disenchanting. So the stack here at 30 gold is representative. So I think, ignoring my average purchase price, I still think 30 gold would be reasonable. Compared to region, it's certainly reasonable. So I'm going to post on here a stack of 200 and see if we can get some sales on that. There we go. I wish Loach was like that on your server. Yeah, it's Shadow Song's a bit of a strange server. It's still slow moving though. I'm flipping the loaches. I didn't fish all of those myself. Cute Feet, how are you? Been extremely helpful. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed the videos. Really glad. Yan P, how are you? Thank God you found you. Learned so much in the TSM4. First time, good at it because of you. Okay. That's absolutely fine. Fire away with your questions. I'm glad you found these, everything useful. Let's just have a look here. What else needs to go? Somewhere. Starwood, Monolite Ore was the other thing we were looking at. I was going to maybe put some of this Starlight Rose on as well. Stack of 200 for 29. Could try that. Purchase for 1 gold. Okay, someone's reset that market for sure. Purchase for 1 gold. I only purchased 18. The rest was all farmed. Sold for 15 average, so if I can sell it for 29, yes please. I think I've only got the one, yeah, 1 stack of 200. And then everything else I'm going to keep, I think. So let's go to the bank and store that lot away. So, looking at that, let's go Guild Bank for this. So these, oh no, not Guild Bank, not Bank. Actually no, I do need to go to the Bank because I've got an artifact that I want to just put away for prosperity.
Come back anytime.
And what else have we got? Those didn't go on for some reason. So let's... Okay, we've got the Seal of Critical Strike still on me at the moment. That hasn't gone. We'll keep those. Let's sort out herbs and BfA fish, because we've got some Frenzied Fangtooth and Great Sea Catfish we're going to keep hold of now. And tailoring wise, let's just move in Deep Sea Satin there. Oh, there's the Midnight Salmon there. Let's pop that in. And these are the random ones that I could probably try and fit in here. Monolite Ore, and then Enchanting Things, Light Illusion Dust. Can we fit the Gloom Dust in? Yes, we can. What about Veiled Crystals? Not quite enough room for those. Keep those. Umbra Shards we're keeping hold of. Heavenly Shards we can pop in. And go to the cloth, and we can put some of this Tidespray linen away. I'll keep hold of these in case they sell. Okay, min buyout of that has gone ridiculously low. Volcanic Breastplate, because my minimum price is 177. Okay, we'll leave that for now. Nylon thread will keep. And then all the meat and things here, so we need ingredients. Let's keep hold of briny flesh, I'm not sure about that actually. Stringy loins and thick paleo steak we'll keep hold of, just for now. The glyph of the voidling, I might put that in my bank for... no, I'll keep hold of it actually. We might want to sell that at some point. We do have 4 marks of honour that we do need to sort out. So we'll have a look at those, see if we can get some more honourable combatants. I know it's going to be needed for more things as well, so I need to save up some more for the future as well. So let's do this Uniting Kultiris first. So let's go the rope route. There we go.
Fate smiles upon us.
You will unlock access to the following world quests. There we go. Ready to go to war. This shows assemble a list of priority horde targets. Person influential blood elf by the name of... Oh, okay, just like that. So that's sail to Baldoon. Okay. So what have we got world quest wise here? Supplies needed, Deep Sea Satin and Shimmer Scale. That will give me war resources and 96. Okay. Thank you, Winchester. You get a load of greens from farming. At this point in expansion, what do I do with my greens? Okay, Wolf. With my greens, it depends on the price of it. If it's something that's over 1,000 gold, I'll put it on for a DB region market average price. I have a whole group set aside just for those, and I call it Old World drops region average, because most of my greens are from Old World at the moment. I don't have a lot of regular BfA greens that I'm selling yet, but I would probably put them in this with a group operation of Old World region average, which has just uses DB region market average as a percentage. So I throw them onto there, and I should really change this to have a maximum number expires, because if they get over a certain amount, see, I've set it to 100, which I think is actually too high, way too high. I actually think I should reduce this down to something like 40 or 50. Let's say for argument's sake we take it down to 50. So I'll post it 50 times, which equates to, if it's a 48-hour auction, that's 100 days. So if it hasn't sold in 3 months, then it's not worth keeping hold of. Now if it was something that was more fast moving, like I think some of the BfA greens, then I'd maybe even consider making that a lot lower, like maybe 10 or something like that. Or 15, that would give it a month. So that's the kind of thing I do with my greens. Okay, world quests open. So do we have them all on the map now? We've got what Alliance War Effort, Order of Embers. So if we go on to each of these, and we do have the world quest. Ah, no, I disabled the world quest tracker add-on because of a conflict. Let's just reload that back on. See what happens. I think there was a problem with Group Finder with World Quest Tracker. Let's have a look now. There we go. That's what I was looking for. A list of all the things I can do. So we've got Drustvar. Now what have we got here? Awards Reputation. Reputation. Artifact Power. See, a 285 plus item could be interesting. And we've got Azeroth here. What else have we got? Set Sail Glowing Azeroth. Interesting. And is that a pet one? That's a trinket. Okay. And then delay the foundry production. Okay. So we want Tortollan rep. Really. Stormsong Valley. That's Storm's Wake. Is that the Turtle Tactics? Oh, that was the other one. That's Artifact Power. Where's the turtle one? Okay. What have we got? You should turn off Gather Mate. We're not using it. That's a resource hog. Oh, right. Okay. Well, I do have it on at the moment. Mythic Biscuit, thank you very much for the follow. Go for the world boss. Before going to the world boss, buy a seal. Okay. Wicker Man will give you 10% rep bonus. Okay. You do all trinket world quests on alts just for the 100% expulsum. Okay, that's an interesting one. Beachhead. Okay. Okay, it's called Beachhead. So I don't have that one yet. I'll look forward to that one. You have world quests on Zanzibar too. For care to venture the Horde side. Oh, right, okay. Oh, that's why you will use world quest lists. Okay, yeah, that could be useful actually, because I used to just look at the icons back in Legion, and I've got all of these as well. Yeah, okay, that's going to be interesting. So this at least gives me an idea of things I can get. That's certainly true, and I get a feel for what I will need here. Yeah, Pete, did I miss your question then? Where was it? Let's see, in fact, first time, because you have a critical question you couldn't find the answer for online. I saw that, but I don't see where was the actual question. I can't see it in chat. Did I miss one somewhere? Okay, welcome back, Creepax2, how are you? We basically unlocked world quests, so we're all good on that front. Oh, you resent it. Okay, oh, thank you very much for the follow. I can't see it in chat at the moment. Is there a letter cap on or something? It's a long question. It could be. I don't know exactly what it is, but maybe it got automatically rejected because of the length of text. You have an issue with Spirit of Harmony. They are crafted by combining 10 motes of harmony. Yeah. Now, you've used my method of average buy for crafting. Okay. So, average buy is just one of the many methods. It should take into account all of them in your material cost. So if I look at, I don't know if it'll be in here. Yes, crafting. Spirit cost is 10 times average buy of the motes, but it doesn't do that at all. Is there a way to, one, see the craft form into the same use of the calculator? Unfortunately, no. The tooltip just tells you, and it doesn't tell you what it is that's causing it. Is there a way to configure your own price source instead on an average buy of a certain item, like for example, new source based on 10 times average buy of mote of harmony? Exactly what you can do there, Jan, is you would look at somewhere like Wowhead, or you go onto bring up an internet tab, and you look Undermined Journals, also useful. Let me just move that. The Undermined Journal. There we go. So let's go over here, and we look up something like mote of harmony. And this gives you your item number. Well, I've got caps on. Doesn't help. There we go. So mote of harmony. So what you're looking at here is in the top, in the address, the item number is just here at the very top. 89112 gives you the item number. So in order to do that, you go into your TSM, not TSM, you go into your mote of harmony. So you look into any profession. I think if it should work for anyone, because you can turn them on to different ones here. So all professions is on. Go to materials, go to Spirit of Harmony. So you could look at that, and instead of it being that, you could have the average buy of item is I : paste item number and times 10. So that's the one of mote of harmony. And press enter on that. It's not listed under professions. Interesting. And are you doing it on the character that can do something with Spirit of Harmony? That would be my first question. But I copy and paste that into chat, make it easier. Like that. There we go. So that's the average buy of mote of harmony times 10. Would be how I would do that. To give me a mat cost, I'd have to look at my mote of harmony. If I look up, I'm not sure harmony, mote of harmony would be in here, because it's only the Spirit of Harmony that's used. The motes aren't used in crafting, which is why it's not in this list. But that would be what I'd do. Right. Okay. So in terms of what we need to do next, you probably want the minimum of 10 times the motes and the spirit itself. Yes, Huxnaver, that's a good idea. You'd basically would add in extras onto something like that, so that because normally with something like, say, my minimum is the minimum between average buy, DB market, crafting, vendor buying, convert, DB market. So you could also, in that Spirit of Harmony, Spirit of Harmony, for completeness, as Huxnaver says, So you've got the average buy of your modes. You could just do that if you want, but if you wanted to add in some extra things, if you go in minimum between average buy of 10 motes, also the average buy of Spirits of Harmony, so it could be the minimum you bought Spirits of Harmony for, you can add that in. You could also look at DB Market. Maybe you can actually, you've got some on the market that are more useful to you, and you can add that in, and that will give you a minimum between each of them. So basically the price it shows as the mat cost would be whichever of these three is the cheapest. Should caption a recording of this stream or put a new one on your YouTube channel regarding this. I know online anything this is regarding adding new price source based on an item. Is there not? That's interesting. I know I've mentioned it in some of my older videos when it comes to sort of doing enchanting and tailoring, so maybe it's just something that is used but no one's done a specific video on it. Interesting idea. Looking at my enchants here at the moment, they're all in reds, which is not a good place to be, but they're all rank 1s, so we need to work on those. In order to do that, we need to get reputation up, so we're looking at the whole reputation grind, as it would be called. We've got all of these to do. Let's just have a look at this, because this should help out. We've got a completed mission of Proudmoore Admiralty, that's cool. Ooh, we've got some gold. 85 gold, is that all? Wow. I'm going to carry on with the reputation thing, I think, at the moment. Or a battle scarred augment rune seems quite useful. That's 399 gold for 3 of them. That's more reasonable. Let's do that. I mean, you bought loads for raiding and you hoard them on alts. Yes, Kojak, that's a good idea. Just started TSM a week ago based on my guide. Oh, thank you. No problem, yeah. Glad you found it useful. Have any other questions? Be sure to just shout them out in chat. Me or anyone else will be more than happy to answer them. Champion Commander BfA does all the work for you at the table. Does it? Okay, Champion Commander. Thanks for that one, right on too. Stick it in my Discord, because otherwise I'll forget. I'm currently using Garrison Mission Manager as my add-on for choice at the moment, but Right One 2 is also added in Champion Commander as another potential one there. Oh, Crobulus, thank you very much for using your Prime sub. Thank you ever so much for your support. There's a whole load of Chef's Hat in chat for you to use as you like. Thank you very much. You also prefer the Commander one, do you? Ah, okay. So they made a new one specific with BfA. Okay. I'll have to look at that one then. Let's just have a look. Champion Commander. I'll just copy that. And I'll paste that into another window somewhere. Where's my windows gone? There's one. Add that in, and then we'll favourite that one. There we go. World of Warcraft saved. Done. Okay, I'll save that for later. So, things to do next. Well, PvP is probably... let's get another one done, because we want to keep on collecting it. We also want to... Now, I need to sort my voodoo out, because last time I looked at it, it wasn't quite working. So, spells-wise, we had Power Shield, Penance, and Shadow Mend. Nothing for alt-click at the moment. We need to clear that out, but we'll probably get enough with those 3 spells, and then using cooldowns as required, so maybe we'll stick with that for now. Let's queue up for one. Oh, I didn't actually realise the price at the time. It's already midnight, way past my time. Whoops. Voodoo is for my add-on for healing. As a discipline priest, it gives me all the ability to click on people's names, and I can cast a relevant spell for them. Powered Radiance. Oh, thank you, Cat. Yes. Where is my Powered Radiance? It's not even on there. Powered Barrier I've got. There it is, Powered Radiance. Burst of Light heals the target and 4 injured allies. Oh, of course, yeah, that's a good one. That needs to be a shift right click on Voodoo. So let's go into here and we'll change that whilst I remember. So I use shift for anything that's a mass spell. So shift right click. Powered Radiance. There we go. Thank you, Tony. I've actually decided I'm not going to do the PvP tonight because I'm already over time and I really ought to be going to bed. So, as I've got work tomorrow. So I think I will probably finish up here. I think I've done everything in terms of posting things on. The one last thing I could probably do with is just checking where I'm at in my road to BlizzCon. So let's just bring up that little spreadsheet. Let's move this to the right a little bit. Okay, so there we go. Okay, thank you, Tony. So I haven't filled this in for a few days, and I know I'm behind because what are we at date-wise? 22nd. We're right all the way down here, and we've barely gone on. I'm still only at 215. That's because I spent a fair amount of gold on Tide Spray and various other things. So this will put me way below. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm way below target now. So obviously we've not had any major sales in this time, which is, I wasn't expecting to go up this high, to be honest, but you never know. We've got some things on, we'll see what happens. There's obviously more things I can do, but whether I can do them in time, I don't really want to focus on this at the moment. If I happen to get the sales, then great, but it's not the primary focus at the moment. I want to make sure that I've got things like my reputation going through, enjoying the quest lines, doing a bit of PvP. So for me, it's all about having fun, and so that's kind of like the main focus at the moment. I'm kind of taking it casual at the moment whilst working on all these little bits and pieces. Snux TV, thank you very much for the follow. We are just literally finishing up here, so you have caught me just at the end, but thank you ever so much for stopping by. Let's go and see if we can find someone to throw a host on over to. We have what have we got on at the moment? We have the lovely Sharkin is on, so let's send some love over to Sharkin. Let's just wait for that. Okay, Nori, thank you ever so much for stopping by. Yeah, time certainly does fly, right one too. Just hanging out has been loads of fun, so thank you all. I'm next scheduled to go on tomorrow. I'll see how things are tomorrow. I might be too tired to do tomorrow, so we'll see how things go. Well, tomorrow as in Monday today. So we'll see how things go. But if not, I'll certainly try and catch you on Wednesday. If not Monday. And let's do the /host Sharkin 808. There we go. Right. Thank you, everyone. I hope you have a lovely rest of your evening, and I hope to see you again soon. Good night and farewell.